everybody, it's Patty Ann here. I live in Western North Carolina and we are experiencing a colossal snowstorm right now. We're supposed to have between 1 and 2 feet, which is highly unlikely for our area usually. We don't have any snow. So we're pretty excited. It's really beginning to feel a lot like Christmas looking outside. I just hope our power doesn't go out. But hang on, I need a sip of my coffee. Anyway, since I'm getting in the Christmas spirit, I thought I would show you something that I love using in the internet. Have you been to lovesvg.com? If you haven't, you got to check it out. There's wonderful SVG files that we can use there free of charge. So I went there, and since I'm in the Christmas spirit, I went to Christmas down here, and check this out. There are all of these that are Christmas. So right now, I'm on page 2 of two of 24. That's just for Christmas. Well, anyway, since, as I said, I'm getting in the Christmas spirit, I thought I would start baking some Christmas cookies. And I kind of thought, maybe I need to make me a t-shirt first for baking or an apron. So I found this really cool SVG, and maybe you want to use it. I was almost thinking that maybe some friends and I would get together and do some Christmas baking together, and I could make all of us holiday baking team t-shirts. So anyway, to use this free file that I found on lovesvg.com, you need to come down here to where they have the description of the item, and also it tells here that they are for personal use only, so don't be trying to resell these or anything. But once you get down here, you can download the zip file, and then it asks you, what do you want to do with the holiday baking team zip file? At least that's what Windows 10 asks me. You'll have to follow whatever your computer does. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to open the folder. Here's the folder here. Pardon me, I still have that bad cold. And I'm going to click on this and say extract all. Because it's a zip folder, I have to extract all of them. So extract all. And I'm going to send it to my download folder and holiday baking team. And extract. Okay, now it's saying some things yours probably won't because I've already done this before. So here's the baking team, and notice there are 4 files that come in. The 2 that we're most interested in are the PNG files to see the picture and the SVG or the cut files. I can go up here to view and view extra large icons, and I can see exactly what it looks like right here. So in the meantime, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Design Space, and I'm going to upload the image. I need to remember where it was. It's in my downloads folder, and I'm already there. And here it is, the Holiday Baking Team SVG. Open. And I can put some tags in here to help me remember it. Maybe I'd put t-shirt or baking or Christmas in here, and then save it. So here it is, and I'm going to insert it. Okay, when it comes in, it's going to come in at a size that I don't really want. I think it's going to come in, well, let's look and see. When I click on it, it says it is 4 inches wide, a little over 4 inches wide. Well, if you look at a measuring tape or a ruler, 4 inches wide on a shirt is really not wide enough at all. So I can either kind of guess how wide I want it to be, or I can come up here to the templates, and there are templates for t-shirts. Here's a baseball shirt. Here's a classic t-shirt. Let's put that in here. Now it says the templates are for reference only and will not be saved with your project. So this is just so that we can see about how big we'd like to make this thing. That might be a little too large. Let's see. Okay, I was kind of thinking maybe about 8 inches wide would be good. So that's it. Now, if you'll notice, it is grouped together. It all moves together as a group, right? I'm going to hide this t-shirt now because I don't need it anymore. Okay. I don't want this all grouped together, the whole thing as a group. So I'm going to ungroup it. And then I'm going to go back. Well, let me show you what happens now. If I leave it ungrouped and we just go to make it, look what happens to the text. I don't want to have to deal with that. And this, I don't want to deal with that either. So what I need to do is to come back to, I'm going to do the black lettering first, this group. I can either click on the word group and it grabs it all, or I can click on, where'd it go? Or I can click on each section individually. So I clicked on this section, hold down my shift key, go down to the next section, hold my shift key, and go down to the last section. And then I can come down here, and remember we use the attach because that attaches it exactly where we want it to be on our mat. So I'm going to attach. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the gold. Okay, to do the gold, I'm just going to move the black out of the way. And actually, I can just click off its eyeball to hide it. And then I'm just going to use a select all of this stuff. That selects all of it, and I'm going to attach it. Now, when I go to make it, oops, I've already... Well, let me go back because I need to unhide the black one. So let's see, where's that hidden eyeball? There he is. Okay, and now when I go to make it, the black will all be on a sheet of vinyl all together as it should be, and the gold will be as well. Now this is going to waste a lot, but I'm just going to do it like this first time. And I'm actually going to do the black on gold. No, I'm sorry, red glitter. I did it once already and I made a mistake. I thought I was smarter than the Cricut machine. So I just put it on vinyl and it didn't cut very well at all. I tried to upload the video of me trying to weed that thing. It was horrible. So then I did it and I put it on glitter iron-on and that worked perfectly. And I do have a video of me weeding that one, but I won't have the gold being weeded. Anyway. So let's see what happens next. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my heat press, and in order to know what settings to put it on, I use an app on my phone known as Siser, S-I-S-E-R, and it, when I open it, will tell me exactly what settings I need to put my heat press on in order for the specific material that I'm using. And in this case, I was using glitter. So it told me to put it at 320 degrees for 15 to 20 seconds. And it also told me, first of all, to heat up the t-shirt to kind of dry it out and to preheat it for a few seconds. So I did that, and then I put the red glitter on, as you can see here, and it turned out really nicely. And then the next thing that I had to do was to put on the gold. So notice I'm using that on its sheet, its transfer sheet, and I'm positioning it where it needs to be. Now, before I will begin pressing it with my heat press, I do like to put a little precautionary sheet on there, a Teflon sheet, and it looks like this. I actually use an applique pressing sheet that I bought at a local quilt shop. I'm sure there are other things you can use, but this just happens to be what I have and what I use. So then I pressed down the gold, and here I am peeling back the transfer or the carrier sheet. Doesn't it look pretty? I love how sparkly it is. I like bling, and I swear the older I get, the more I like bling. Okay, so anyway, I'm taking that off, and then I think this final image will just be it just ready to go. So anyway, it's still snowing outside. It's still cold. We're still expecting a foot or two of snow, and it sure is beginning to feel a lot like Christmas here. I hope that y'all have a very Merry Christmas, and do use that website that I told you about so that you can make some really cool gifts. Again, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.